anime characters that lost the plot. Here we go. We're talking about Stars and Stripes from My Hero Academia losing to Shigaraki. I don't know if she really lost the plot or she just on fraud watch, because they hyped her up as she's like the strongest hero in the world. Everything, like, she's has the abilities, the powers, all this. Shigaraki pulls up and she literally gets her ass whipped pretty badly. And the only reason why, like, she made a W save and didn't hold the whole world on My Hero Academia was because she decided at the last second to create her ability to, like, infect and kill other of Shigaraki's quirks, or All For One's quirks. If it wasn't for that, she would have fucked the whole My Hero Academia universe, and All For One would have won so easily. She did a fraud watch, or she lost the plot for how, like, All For One was no diffing her. That's Shigaraki. Next one is Shisui. Another one is like, should he be on fraud watch or should he lose the plot? Because they hyped this guy up. Shisui is that boy. He's one of the strongest Uchiha, an Anbu member, stronger than Itachi, has one of the best Mangekyos, the strongest Genjutsu in the world ever, actually. And you're telling me that he gets his eye taken by Danzo? Like
the guy who got walked down by Sasuke?
Yes, that years later got walked down by Sasuke. Are you serious? Like, I'm not gonna lie, Danzo is cool and all, but Danzo knew he wasn't fucking with Itachi, or he wasn't fucking with Shisui, and he did Shisui so dirty like that. There's no way that's letting it happen. Okay, and I understand, even if there was rumors of him being poisoned and shit like that, like, come on, you're still Uchiha. They hyped you up, and then you're telling me at this point, like, yeah. So either, like I said, either it was plot, Danzo just magically being able to rip his eye out, or Shusui's a fraud. Like, it's one of those.
Next on this list is Igris. This honestly, there's a lot here we can dissect and why it doesn't make sense. And especially why it's just a plot fucking W. Igris was way stronger than Sung Jin Woo. It's just the problem was how he won most of his fights throughout that series was he got an absolute ass whooping until he's gonna pull something out the bag where his stats are increased and he's about to whoop ass and basically one shots a guy catching him off guard. Like a legit, like, he should have just won and it should have ended there, but of course he's got to be part of Sung Jin Woo's Shadow Army. He's got to lead the brigade, so he's obviously going to lose the plot and it's going to keep going.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that they did pull it.
No chance in hell he should have lost.
That was an ass pull how Sun Tzu did win. Like, that was just a true ass pull. That was plot.
FYI, he dropped the sword. He could have just killed the guy with the sword, called it a day. No, he dropped it, threw up the hands,
and then Sun Tzu was so tired, was chilling on the store, basically passed out, caught the thing, and I'm like, Igris had no counter to that at all. Like, he just like, all right, just grabbed my.
Both things he did was using the system. One, inventory, whipping that shit out of nowhere after throwing it, and two, using fucking telekinesis. Bro.
Yeah,
both things from the system that he could have. Just made no sense. But that's why he's on this list. Definitely a great fight, but a lot of plot behind that one
for sure. Next one on this list is this one. This is one of my top ones. I gotta say, Flock lost supply in AOT. You're telling me, first of all, an Ackerman, two Titan shifters, and the captain and the commanding captain of the Survey Corps, all against Flock, and Flock lost to an aimbot bitch, Gabby.
She got aimbot.
Like, you gotta understand how much pot was. So Flock is against it. Like, he's like, all right, my people are getting fucked up by these crazy motherfuckers that want to stop Eren, and I gotta go do my job, heart and soul to the cause, right? He says it because you remember he's the last one that heard Irvin's speech. If you hear that, you got a buff, you heart and soul to the cause at all times, right? He's scrapping with them. He's getting past all of them, and then we're talking about Gabby pulls up a sniper, right? That's bigger than her, and then you're telling me she hit a moving target? I said most people who are experts at guns want to be able to do that, flying in the air. Listen, that was totally plot. It didn't even make sense because literally Flock was such a W man and such heart and soul to the cause that he hanged on to the ship all the way from where they were, survived it somehow, and then destroyed the ship anyways, which was also kind of plot too as well. Both of it was plot, but I want to say Flock losing and shot by Gabby, the biggest plot. And also, fuck Gabby.
Speaking of plot, and speaking of AOT, next on this list is Ace. I really feel like if you're gonna kill a character as important as this, you're gonna put it in a way that's like undeniably like, okay, this there's no way to avoid this. This just happened. I feel like in the scene where the Admiral punches towards Luffy and he just steps in the way. Like, I feel like there's multiple ways to avoid the outcome where he just stands there and just gets punched through the gut. Like, I don't know, deflect it, use an attack, push Luffy out the way. I don't know. I feel like there's so much that could have been done in that one scene where it's like, this is how he dies. Like, I know it propels the story in a different direction, but I think in a way it should have been done a little bit better. Like, I don't know. I know many people may agree with that, but I feel like he died the plot. It was just like, this had to happen to, I guess, propel the story forward. Whatever. Don't make too much sense to me.
Next one is like obviously Death Note. Death Note ending is not one of the best Note endings, but the way how everything gets together, how Light gets caught, like he gets like, it was just other people's incompetence that really led him to losing in the end of it all. Like, that was, a lot of it was not even his fault, like him getting caught. So I think it was like more bullshit how like got caught, ended up losing. And also I think generally speaking, I think it's a consensus to everyone that has watched Death Note that Light should have won. It would have been the best ending. Next one on this list is Gojo versus Sukuna. Gojo lost the plot. Obviously this is JJK spoilers. If you're anime only, maybe you should peace out on this video, click on a different point. I'm gonna talk about it. Gojo most certainly lost the plot because, I'll be honest, he's the strongest character in JJK. He was definitely outperforming and kind of whooping Sukuna's ass for a little while. And we can see all throughout the series that Gojo kind of, in a way, hindered the plot because most situations could have been resolved by him, hence why they sealed him in the first place, and then why he lost to a dimensional slash that basically cuts through his infinity. And I think the problem was that Gege made Gojo basically from the beginning way too strong. His ability was ridiculously overpowered for that whole universe in general, so now you kind of have to make an ability or a situation that's gonna be BS no matter what, because Gojo should have been able to sense that curse energy activated when Sukuna used a dimensional dimensional cut slash, but Gojo was surprised by it, and it was like almost caught by surprise, which really shouldn't have happened at all. But however, it is an understandable like kind of loss of plot moment because once again you want to show other characters that shine, but this was a definite clear moment that not only Gojo losing the plot, he was getting 4v1 by Maharaga, Sukuna, that other thing, and plus Gege, aka plot, and he damn near almost won. So once again, a character that I think is egregiously lost the plot just because he was too strong for the series in general, and is Gojo. It happens a lot when authors create characters and go in their bag a little too much, and you'll see in the next one, this is another author that got in the bag a little too much, didn't know how to end the character. The next one on this list is the most infamous one, I think, and is Madara Uchiha. He obviously lost the plot. Kishimoto basically said himself, he didn't know how to kill this character. I mean, at that point, Madara had absorbed the God Tree, activated the infinite Tsukiyomi. There was really no way of how Naruto, Sasuke, and Team Samurai was going to be able to fight him while not being affected by the infinite Tsukiyomi. And it was very clear that he did write himself in a corner by letting basically Madara achieve everything that, or his whole purpose of being evil and trying to fix the world. But I really would have wished that he lost to just some Team 7 we're gonna fight hard as fuck, instead of getting backstabbed and outsmarted by Black Zetsu and then going to the whole Osusuki debacle and BS. It kind of really marred the series of the ending of Naruto for short, and it kind of wasted a character like Madara, who's one of the best anime villains ever still. But like, it could have been something truly great, and I would have took an ass pull of Team 7 whooping his ass somehow, and then you could have went to the Osusuki thing right when he was weakened or some shit like that and he was losing. But no, they don't even give him a chance to like perform and do his whole like scrap with them. He scrapped with them a little bit, but after he absorbed the God Tree and activated Infinite Tsukuyomi, he got backstabbed by Zetsu. Kaiga came, they whooped Kaiga, and it was the end of it. I wanted to see the Momoshiki fight that we got should have been Team 7 versus Madara, and they fight hard as a bitch, and they're able to somehow at least weaken him enough to then the whole Kaiga shit could have happened, and Tetsu could have been like, alright, I was doing this all the time, but you're weaker now, and I could do this to you. It would have made more sense. It would have fixed the whole series. It would just been so much better. I understood he was getting pressured to make that shit for Boruto, and then obviously his protege is doing Boruto basically now. But Madara lost the plot so severely bad, partially because Kishimoto just wrote himself in the corner. He made him too strong and achieving everything Madara wanted to achieve, rightfully so, but then kind of ended him off in the like kind of worst way possible. I think it kind of that point kind of disrespected the whole villain, the whole build up of the story of a character who was supposed to be the head honcho and like foreshadowed to be that guy from the very beginning of Naruto, to just it getting shot down by an alien race of gods basically that come and fucking destroy planets, take chakra from planets. Like, that was ass, to be honest. This is the number one I lost the plot. Now, if you enjoy this video, make sure you go ahead and leave a like, comment, subscribe. We're never going to make a part 2 to this some point in the future, so stay tuned for that. And remember, James 1:12.